Happy Wednesday, webheads, which means it's new comic book day. And here in Florida this morning, holy cow, it's been pouring rain all day. But you know what? It's not going to stop me from heading to the shop. So guys, good luck on finding everything that you're looking for, and I'll see you in a second. Welcome to Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul, fans. This is episode 638, the weekly haul. The weekly series where I share with you what I pick up at my LCS, which is Comic Central, located in the city of Sanford. So if you're ever in the area, make sure you stop by, tell Mike Spider Slayer sent you, and you will be provided with the greatest customer service, and they got a great selection of comic books. So guys, let's get started here with the mysterious black bag. And yeah, this is a nice little haul, I think, this week, guys. So, there you are. Boom, look at that. Got to work out to hold these comics, man. All right, so let's start off with the nice little variants and back issues first, okay? There is that stack. So that's a stack in itself. The first thing that I'm showing off here is I wound up getting Marvel's Superhero Secret Wars issue 5. I got the foil edition for that one, so that's pretty cool. Then I wound up getting this Venom Separation Anxiety issue 1. Now that is a sick cover right there. I saw this at the shop and I'm like, man, in person, this cover is tremendous. And I had to buy it. So this one was $10. Okay, so let's see. What else did I get? Did I get any other variants? I did get another variant. This one is a 1 in 10 of Ultimate X-Men. Issue 3. I think this is Nico on the cover. If I stand corrected. I could be wrong. I think that's her. So I wound up getting that one. I like those little sketch covers. And then we wound up getting quite a few back issues here. So let's talk about this one first. I might have this one. I might not. Paid $4 for X Factor issue 62. Bought this one, obviously, just for cover by. This is a Jim Lee cover. So you get to see cool X-Men and Jubilee in there. And Wolverine. And it's just nice. And this is an extension agenda. This is part 9 of that storyline, okay? And then I wound up getting issue 232 of the Uncanny X-Men, so I scored that one, which I probably have a couple copies of by now, but that's okay. And then I wound up getting Uncanny X-Men issue 233, so those two back-to-back are pretty badass. I really like that. Then they had Uncanny X-Men issue 264. Nice little beast cover right there. With, I think that's Jean Grey on the cover. So yeah, that was awesome. So scored that one. And then I got a couple of the keys here. So I wound up getting issue 212. The first fight between Sabretooth and Wolverine. So this one is a high-grade copy. Was excited to have this one. So I know I have this book already, but this one is like perfect high-grade condition. And then I wound up getting Uncanny X-Men issue 239. This is the first Madeline Pryor Goblin Queen, second full appearance of Mr. Sinister. I do have a copy of this one, but I'm always looking for a better copy to add to the collection, and this is another high-grade copy. So really cool to have this. So those are all the back issues that I got. Obviously all X-Men related at this point, and I still have to watch that last episode. So without spoiling it, please let me know what you thought of the last episode if you watched it already. All right, so let's get to the floppies here without bagged and boarded books here. So first things first, guys, I can't deny it, but I had to get my reprints of Transformers. So this is a reprint of issue 5 with RC on there. So that's the second printing. This is the second printing of another second printing of issue 5, but this is a variant cover. So I think that's what, Thundercracker or Skywarp. I always get those two confused. So we got that one. But then we got a second printing of issue 6. There's two variants or two covers for it. This one I had to have. with freaking Devastator on there. I thought that was freaking phenomenal. So I scored that one. And then I got Transformers issue 6. Not my favorite guy, but it's still Wheeljack. And I'm like, you know what? Had to get that one. So far I've showed you all comic books that are all variant covers or back issues. But I love to collect comics, whether it's reading, back issues, just variant covers. It's just, there's so many ways to enjoy this hobby, and that's what I love about it. Then I got a facsimile edition of The Amazing Spider-Man issue 256. All right, so now before we get into, I think, all the new stuff for the week, I gotta give a shout out to my webheads out there. Our first shout out of the day goes to Tony and said, "Who has this book? Let me know. I've been looking for it for a while." So this is UFO Flying Saucers. That is some classic looking shit right there, man. I like seeing that old stuff. So good luck, Tony, on trying to find that book. And if anybody knows where he can get it, please message him and let him know. Our next one goes to Peter, who said, "Ollie's with the books. Picked up some of the selection. Wasn't bad. $40 for the 4 books total." I know Mike would like that. A Spider-Man book. You know, when I went to Ollie's, they did not have a great selection at the location that's close to me. Now, granted, the location that's close to me is probably a good 35 minutes away. So I really don't have one that's local, and I just, again, did not like that selection. So, Peter, I'm glad you found some great stuff. All right, our next shout out goes to Albert, who said, "Some recent flea market pickups, not a bad haul for a $100 bill." There's some good looking books, man. And it looks like got all of Craven's Last Hunt, Web of Spider-Man, Spider-Man issue 1 from Todd McFarlane, that old Tales of Suspense, and Transformers issue 1. Man, everyone's showing off their Transformers issue 1. I need a copy of that book. And then we have Chris, who's showing off this sweet ass Transformers issue 1. This is the 2nd generation, and it says, "This is not your father's Autobot." That's pretty freaking sweet. Is that like a chrome cover too? I would have to try to find this book, man. I've never seen this before, ever. So thanks, Chris, for showing this off. And then we have Todd, who said, "My class has been looking forward to getting this shipment. They asked to start the day with silent reading time, and it was free comic book day kid haul." So if anybody out there has free comic book day stuff or kid-friendly comics that need a home, he's trying to build a section of their school library that has comic books. So if anybody is willing to donate comic books to Todd, kid-friendly, of course, please message him on Messenger Facebook. And if you guys want to be shouted out on future hauls, just head on over to Facebook, do a search called Comic Book Corner 2.0 Comic Book Corner 2.0 Web Edge Unite. And then once you find it, guys, you just got to answer the questions followed by the community rules. And once I see you do that, then I will prove you to be part of this wonderful community where we share everything and anything about comics. Whether you love to grade your comics, review your comics, your trade pickups, your weekly comic book hauls, showcasing some of your favorite books or CGC books, it's all here for you to check out. And you never know when you could get shouted out on future New Comic Book Day hauls. So continuing on, we got Carnage. This is issue 7 here, guys. So that's a pretty sick ass cover there with the symbiote taking over Cletus. That is awesome. I guess we're going to get more action maybe here with Flash battling Cletus. We're going to see the new direction, I guess, of where this book is going now that the crossover is over with Venom and the Carnage book. We got Liz Allen in this book. It's great artwork, man. And again, we'll see the direction where this comic goes. All right. And then we have Wolverine Madripoor Knights. This is issue 4. Solid book written by Chris Claremont, where we have Wolverine and Captain America and Black Widow. Just a lot of fun, a lot of action in here. And I don't know who that guy is at the end there. That's pretty awesome there. But we get to see Black Widow fighting him. So, yeah, good stuff in this book. So I have a lot of fun reading this one as well. Then for the Venom fans out there, we got a new Venom book. This is Venom Separation Anxiety. I already showed you the foil cover, paying homage to Web of Spider-Man issue 1. This is done by David Michelini. Here's the interior artwork here. So if you love old Amazing Spider-Man comics, especially from like the 80s and the early 90s and beyond, this might be something that you might want to pick up. Because this is like the old school Venom, not the way that he is now. All right, and then we got the official issue 1 of Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt issue 1. This is 1 of 3, so there's not too many of them. And if you want to see a story with Spider-Man dealing with the Lizard and maybe Michael Morbius and Misty Knight in there, this is going to be the book that you want to check out. So yeah, looks pretty good. I'm excited to read it. It's better than John Romita Jr. artwork, right? And then we have a new number 1. Obviously, it's just a one-shot, if you didn't know that by now. This is Doom issue 1. It's giant size, so it's pretty hefty there. Let's check out the interior here. Let's see what it looks like. Interesting. I want to see if there's some Doom in there. It's called Days of Doom. There's his Doom ship. Kind of reminds you something of like Brainiac, right? Ooh. What is that? What's going on there, man? Let's see. I guess that's his Doombots. This looks like it'd be fun. He's taking on Galactus. So, yeah. Oh, look at Galactus there. Okay, so the art grows on me the more and more I look at it. So, if you guys are willing to spend the $7 and you like Doom, you might want to check that one out. All right. Let's check out Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is issue 20. Really cool looking book here. This is a fun story. And this one, I think, I said it before, is like a palate cleanser between major story arcs. We're going to see Miles taking care of his baby sister in this issue. And then maybe things start to ramp up again by the time we get to the end of this one. Shift is in here too. It looks like he's got his health back. So this could be one of those fun issues. All right, and then I wound up getting, there is another variant. This variant of Miles Morales, I think that's a gorgeous looking cover of him just web swinging through the cityscape. But you don't see any city. He's just in the clouds. Okay, that's all right. Then we got Ultimate X-Men issue 3. I think this comic is going to be building. We get to see more characters as this thing goes along. And they're going to become a team and they're going to go on adventures. I think it's going to get darker. I think this is going to be great. I'm going to have my son read the first 3 issues of this, and I'm going to see what he thinks of it, because he likes this kind of stuff. So I want to see, you know, a point of view of a younger audience here. So there we have it. Ultimate X-Men. There we go. All right. Now it looks like we're moving on to some indies. We have Rat City. This is issue 2. The beginning of the first issue was okay. The second issue, though, not the second issue, the second half of the first issue, I thought was better. When we talked about, when we focused on the main character, I don't know if his name was Peter, I don't remember. I liked it. But here's the interior artwork. So this is Spawn 2099, but it takes place in, you know, 2030s or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, this guy's name is Peter. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man. So speaking of Spawn, we got more Spawn. This is Spawn issue 353. That's crazy, man. So, really cool. If you're not sick of vampires, well, vampires are in Spawn right now. So, there we have the artwork in here, which looks great because it's done by Brett Booth. So, really excited to actually continue to read this story and see the direction of what happens with Spawn and how long are these Spawn-like characters not going to have any powers. They're not going to be able to survive very long, right? I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm giving the third issue a try when it comes to Napalm Lullaby. First issue wasn't that great. Second issue was better. We'll see what the third issue has to offer. I like Rick Remender, so that's why I'm giving this book multiple tries. And if this one doesn't do it for me, then I might drop it. So we'll see what happens with it. I want to know in the comments below, did you guys give Napalm Lullaby issue 3 a try? All right. And then we wound up getting I Heart Skull Crusher. This is issue 3. I got the variant cover where it's like a trading card and it gives her stats. It's like status, rising rookie, and then record, only amateur team captain in Queen Mob's national tournament. And then we got best move, the ice storm, stabbing the enemy so fast. With her ice pick, it looks like a blizzard, and it gives her like attack and defense and all that stuff, man. That's really cool. Whose freaking alarm is going off, man? That's annoying. So, yeah, there's the interior artwork. It reads very much like an anime. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a fan of this book. One of my favorite books right now. Oh my God. It's this Dodge Charger right next to me. Anyway, we got Red Coat. This is issue 2. A lot of people in my most pulled comic book video said they really liked Red Coat. So hopefully this book does gain momentum for a lot of readers out there, and more people get excited for it. And I want to see the journey of Simon Pure on, on his travels going into the future. This guy is immortal. He can't die. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. This is gorgeous artwork. Who does the artwork on this one? Brian Hitch. So yeah, great stuff right here. Again, I apologize for this alarm that's still going off. All right, now we got Monolith. This is issue 1 of 3. And this is another book that takes place in the Spawn universe. So I decided to check this one out just to see what it's about. It looks like it takes place in space here. I don't have any expectations when it comes to this book, so it'll be a nice book to talk about in Worthy Ones. I know this character is in Spawn, so cool. All right. Now, I know a lot of people like this comic. This is Uncanny Valley, and here we have issue 2. Really excited about this one. This kid is just finding out that, like, he's part human, he's part cartoon character, and his mom looks like he's from the Toon universe. His grandfather is definitely from the Toon universe because that's his granddad right there. So that's some weird stuff. And this kid has got to be going through some traumatic events, man. But I am definitely looking forward to some Uncanny Valley issue 2. All right. And then another Valiant book, and I didn't like the Valiants issue 1, but here we got Exo Man of War Invictus issue 1. Gorgeous looking cover right there. Love that. And here is some of the interior artwork here. I've been burned a lot when it comes to Valiant books. They'll come out, then they don't come out on time. Then you lose any momentum the story had. And, the best run of Exo Man of War was when I think Robert Venditti was actually writing that book. That was my favorite run. And just seeing this, I don't know if I'm getting excited about it right now. So I don't know. We'll see. But another great book to talk about on Worthy Ones. Then we have a few DC books this week. Finally, we have Superman Action Comics issue 1065. The continuation of the House of Brainiac. This is part 3. It looks like this one might focus a little bit more, maybe around Connor and Kara in this one, but the opening page has Superman and Lobo, so that's pretty sweet right there. It's balls to the walls action once again, man. We'll see. You got some crazy wolves going on in there, and I want to know more about this Queen Brainiac stuff. That's nice, man. The artwork is so good in this book. Great stuff. Definitely will recommend that any day. Then we have Batman and Robin. This is issue 9. Another solid book, right? I think this is a great father and son book. Kind of keeps it a little bit grounded. Damian hooking up with Flatline. She's going undercover in Gotham City High School. So I think this is going to be good, man. Great facial expressions in there. So looking forward to issue 9. Then we have Green Lantern, issue 11, Empire of Blood. Hal Jordan's trying to find out the secrets of the United Planets on why they're able to freaking transform to all the different lanterns. We got Lantern power batteries blowing up all over the place. Will Carol Ferris become a Star Sapphire once again? What's going to be the relationship between these two? Just solid artwork all the way across. It's great to see the Lantern Corps kind of reforming again. So I am really excited about this book. It's absolutely awesome. And there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I want to know everything in the comments below what you picked up for the current comic book week, or put it on the Facebook group. I would love to see it. And of course, guys, if you love my content is right here for you to check out. And as always, support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember, read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, have a happy new comic book day.